Morning, Widow. How you doing today, man? I overslept. I ended up staying up after the Subnautica stream last night to clip those, clip that scene. And as always, it takes a while to get it all done and get it up on YouTube, get it up on Twitch, all that kind of stuff. So I completely slept through my alarm this morning. J-Stone, how come, man? Are you just having a case of old guy brain like I have all the time? All right. Let's see. We're on the moon. We need to get back down to Akua because that's where our ship is. So, and good morning, everybody, by the way. Yeah. I don't know what time I finally went to bed, but it was pretty damn late. We were having too much fun on Subnautica last night. All right. Well, I guess we are ready to head out. Whoa. There we go. So we're going to head back down to Akua and keep working on the ship. Shouldn't be too much longer now before it's ready to go. I'm not expecting it'll be ready by the end of this stream, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. So yeah, guys, those of you who are just now joining, sorry I didn't start at 10. That was my plan, but like I was telling Black Widow, I ended up staying up after the Subnautica stream last night to get the clips all fixed up and put up on YouTube and stuff. So I got to bed really late, and I did actually set my alarm, to get up at 9, but I just completely overslept through it. So apologize for that. But anyway, we'll have what time is it now? Yeah, we have about 3 hours. For this stream. So somewhere in the middle of the stream, probably I'm going to say around 12:30ish my time, mountain time. We'll go ahead and open up the giveaway. And so, and I'm gonna advertise this a few times as more people join the stream. But basically, I'm doing a giveaway today to celebrate 100 followers on Twitch. Really appreciate you guys coming out and following and hanging out with me. And so, yeah, we're going to do that, and I will, the giveaway will be for a key up to a value of $60. So you can buy a AAA game with it if you want to on Steam. So we will start that, again, probably in a little over an hour, once we get a few more people going in the stream. And then we'll run it for about an hour. And then see who the lucky winner is today. Okay, I got to find, whoop. I don't want to go down into Atmo yet. I gotta find my lake. So I gotta get a little higher here. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday so far. Mine's going good, but though I just woke up, so it's kind of early to tell. All right, where the hell is that damn lake at? If you guys haven't seen it yet, okay, I put up about a 2-minute clip. On Twitch, it's a highlight. On YouTube, it's a clip. Last night, I went down into the inactive lava zone in Subnautica, the deepest and most dangerous zone, and something very crazy happened. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to go watch the clip. It's only 2 minutes, so it'll only take 2 minutes of your time. But you guys should go watch that. It's terrifying and hilarious at the same time. So you can either watch that on my YouTube channel. The link is in the description here of my Twitch channel, or you can just watch it as a highlight on Twitch itself. But you guys got to check that out. It was absolutely hilarious. There's the Raider. There she is. It's getting close. We're getting close to being able to take this thing out for realsies. Made quite a bit of progress on it last Saturday. Oop, a little too far there. All right, so what do we have to do today? The hull is pretty much finished for the most part, except for, oh no, you know what? We got to work on the back. That's what we got to do. We're gonna need to cover these thrusters here and these here, and I think I'm gonna put another layer of RCSs over the tops of these engines, and then cover them over. But then we were also going to extend the back out too. Yeah. So let's head on into our little mini base here and see what materials we have cooking up, or have cooked up. Good morning, Dan. Thanks for joining me today, buddy. Hope your day's going well so far. It's probably early afternoon for you, I bet. Alarms are for work? Yeah, I know. I hate alarms. Josie left me a present on the server. Okay, cool. Well, we'll find out what that is tonight then, when we do multiplayer. Hello, Ilias. Welcome to the stream, bud. Glad to have you here, man. Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll start the stream at about 12:30. I'll spam it again here in a couple minutes when we get a couple more people on the channel here. I should have probably set up a timer for that, but I just, like I said, I got up so late this morning that I was kind of scrambling to get things going. All right, so let's look in here. What do we have? We're going to need some blocks. So I got a stack of those. That should be good. We're going to need RCS like there's no tomorrow. There's 107. What else? Oh, yeah, we need these. We need the shutter window blocks. And we're going to need to make a bunch of more of those, too. That's not the right style. That's for the bases. So let's see. Let's get... let's go here. And let's queue up a couple hundred more of those. And then... I'm probably going to want to... Oh, wait. Did I make the right ones? I didn't. Darn it. I'm glad I checked that right now. Old guy brain. Not working yet. It hasn't quite completely warmed up. So we need to go to small vessel, and then we want to make 200 of those. Also, for those of you who weren't on last night's stream, check out the hat that my daughter gave me last night. See? Can you guys see that okay? Pretty awesome. She gave me that hat and I said, yep, I'll be wearing that on stream. So she gave me a hat and she gave me her cat. So we have a new kitty cat in the house. He made a debut appearance on the stream last night too. His name's Fiddlesticks. And Black Widow's already trying to get him to attack me left and right here. Okay, so what do we need? We need an RCS. And I can't make it because I don't have stuff for electronics in a computer, which probably means I don't have any silicon in here. No, I do have silicon. It means I don't have any copper. We might have to go make a copper run, guys. We might have to go make a copper run. And guess who noobed out and left his miner on the moon with all the lasers on it? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just do what we can to get started here. Josie, good morning, bud. Black Widow says you left me a little something something on the multiplayer server. I'm excited to see what that is. It's 6 p.m. where you are, Dan? Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. UK is 7 hours ahead of me, so yeah, that does make sense. I hate autocorrect, man. I need to turn the damn thing off because it causes more frustration than help. All right, so let's hop around the back here. Actually, you know what? For those of you who are here for the first time, let me just give you a quick tour of the Cylon Raider. So this is based off of the Battlestar Galactica Cylon Raider in the new, well, when I say new, I mean, within the last 15 years or whatever. Battlestar Galactica. It's a small vessel, but it's a gigantic small vessel. In other words, the size of this thing is absolutely enormous for a small vessel in this game. And because of that, I'm having to just pack on thrusters and RCSs and generators in particular just to get the thing, to handle reasonably well for its size. So in the last Saturday's episode, we spent the first part of the episode just putting thrusters on here, just enough to get the damn thing, to fly reasonably well. And then every place I have an unexposed block on the ship, I've packed an RCS in. Because the turning on is just atrocious, And so what I'm trying to do then is I'm trying to get enough of this stuff on here, thrusters, RCSs, generators, to get it to fly reasonably well for its size. If I had to do this all over again with the intention of making it this large, I probably would have done it as a small capital vessel. Just because here again, it's been such a challenge to get it to work. So I think we're going to get it to the point where it's going to be adequate, performance-wise, that it's going to be adequate for PvE. I don't know if this ship will ever really be viable in PvE though, or PvP, because again of the fact that it's pretty sluggish. Maybe once I'm finished with it and I put it up on the workshop, and other people have a chance to modify it if they want to, they might be able to make that a little better. I don't know, but at this point I'm not expecting it to be a PvP ship, but we'll see how it goes. It is all hardened steel, so it's a pretty tough ship for a small vessel. Oh, I forgot to turn my symmetry plate on. Okay, I need to do that. But anyway, yeah, this is a I don't really want to use the word replica of the Cylon Raider, but it's inspired by the Cylon Raider, let's say. The thing that I'm the most unhappy with is basically the front end here and how these blocks laid in place. And the reason for that is because Empyrion gives us very little options with half blocks. These are all half blocks here. I put the half blocks on as opposed to full blocks because the full blocks made it too fat, and I wanted the fuselage, to be a little more streamlined than the full blocks were letting me do, which is fine, except for then, when I get to these angles up at the front here, then it doesn't really give me a lot to work with, and so that's why it's, kind of janky looking there, but I haven't really come up with a better solution for making that work. For example, the angle of these blocks on the front here, whatever that angle happens to be, I don't have the equivalent of that in the half blocks, so I can make it, nice and straight all the way down. I only have, these 45-degree angle blocks, excuse me, for the half blocks there. So anyway, that, I'm not real happy about that, but it is what it is. I'm going to leave it that way for at least the first version of this ship when I release it on the workshop. And, if either myself or somebody else can find a better way to do that, in a new version, that would be absolutely awesome. Excuse me. I'm on the tail end of a cold here, guys, so there's going to be a little bit of sniffling and coughing still going on, but not as bad as last week anyway. So if you're familiar at all with the Raider, it does have on the wings, it does have these raised areas. They look quite a bit different, of course, than they do than this one does. But, keep in mind I'm working with square and angle blocks trying to make a very round, curvy ship. Which is why we also have, the serrated look. That is not by design. That is because that's the only way I can actually get those curves in there and make it, work. So, that's just the way Empyrion is. We have to work with that. Now, even though the actual Raider itself does not have serrated rings, it does look kind of cool, though. If that was the actual intention, because, then you can just fly up next to an enemy ship and saw it right in half, right? But anyway, so, yeah, so we're going to be working on the ass end this morning. We're going to extend it out a little bit more than what it is right now. Add a few more RCSs, get the bottom armored up, and then at that point, I think it's just going to be fine-tuning in terms of, trying to figure out how many more RCSs we have to put on it to get it to work. So let's take a look at the interior. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to, well, hopefully I don't need copper. I bet you we're going to have to go on a copper run. I just think there's no two ways about it. You know what I could do? I could build an auto miner and go throw it on. I've got a copper deposit right here. We could do an auto miner and let it just do its thing so it's mining for us while we're building the ship. That might be a good use of time. That's a 542. That's a 542. That's an 862. I think that's going to be worth our time, guys, so let's do that. Let's put a waypoint on that. Hopefully I have everything I need to build an auto miner. We're going to need to go back to the main base for that, though. My good buddy, Private Carl. Thank you, sir, for the host. Really appreciate it, bud. Private Carl is a good friend of mine. We've known each other for several years. Started playing Ark together. Also known as Varg Stonehammer. And he is also a streamer. So stop by and check out his channel and give him a follow, too. He will, I'm assuming he'll be playing with us on Empyrion multiplayer tonight. So let's pop into the main base here and take a look and see if I have everything I need to make an auto miner. Because that's probably, I don't usually use them because it's faster to throw a bunch of mining lasers on the front end of a ladybug or a tunnel rat and just go that way, especially when you have asteroids. But in this particular case, oh, you know what? Can I make an auto miner in a normal constructor? Does it have to be a advanced? I'm not. Guys, if you know, is an auto miner considered a weapon, a component, or a device? I would think it would be a device, right? Anybody know? It has to be advanced? Okay. All right, well, in that case, let me see. Okay, there's core. So let's grab all of those. I don't suppose whether you know what else it needs off the top of your head, do you? And it's a device? Okay. Seriously, Stress Gamer, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today. I quickly took a look at your post on Discord about them tearing up the street in front of your house, and I feel for you. I know it's construction like that can really be irritating if it's ongoing for a while. Yeah. All right. So let me announce this again, since we have a few more people in here. I am going to be doing a giveaway to celebrate 100 followers on Twitch. Thanks to many of you who are in chat who are following me. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely awesome sauce. So right around 12:30 Mountain Time. I know a lot of you guys on are from the UK, so that's 7 hours earlier than what you are right now. So 12:30 Mountain Time. We'll go ahead and open the giveaway. We'll run it for an hour, and it's good for a $60 AAA game on Steam. Okay, up to. Yeah, of course you don't have to get. You can get something less expensive if you want to, but up to $60. So that's open and available to anyone on the channel who is a follower of the channel. If you're not a follower and you'd like to be, I'd love to have you. but you will need to actually follow in order to enter for that giveaway. Okay, so we will start that, like I said, about 12:30 Mountain Time, and we'll let it run for about an hour, and then we'll see who the lucky winner is. It's good for a AAA game on Steam, up to a $60 value. Okay, so we got the cores. Let's go back to our advanced constructor that I moved over to the other base because I only had, at the time anyway, enough stuff. I didn't have enough stuff to make a second advanced constructor. I've spent a lot of time here on Akuid. It's really time to move on, and of course the ship will be warp capable. I have a base on an outpost, really more than a base on the moon too. Let's just park this guy right here. But I need to, in this particular game, I need to get out to greener pastures. Because I just, I don't have the resources I need to advance in the game further along here. Okay, so you guys said it was a device. Okay, there it is right there. I need tin zascosium alloy. Oh, shit. 4 motors, so I can't make that because I don't have copper. And zascosium alloy. I have 31 ingots, but apparently I don't have enough to make the alloy for it. Alright, well, shoot. I don't know if it's going to be worth our time, to mess with the little one or not. So, we have 2 options then. I guess what we could do is, let me think about this for a second. Let's do this. Let's just do as much as we can with what we have to work with for now. So we'll do some block work. We'll lay some more RCSs. And then when we kind of get to a stopping point, because we've run out of stuff, then we'll go take a break from the build, and we'll go probably run back up to the moon and grab my mining lasers, because I don't have enough material to make another set of those. And we'll hit some copper, because copper's our stopping point in terms of resources. Okay, so that all said, let me get caught up on chat. Varg, I know, it's like Siri. I completely agree with you. I've been calling that dude Varg for the last 5 years, and he wants me to call him Carl now. It's like, that ain't gonna work, man. Even if I wanted to call you Carl, my brain's not gonna let me. Just make sure I'm not missing anything else on chat. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Just for you, just so you guys know too, at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which I believe is 9 p.m. British Standard Time, I'm gonna end this stream. I'll probably end it actually about 15 minutes before, so I can take a break. And we're gonna get together, several of us here in the channel. Seriously Stressed Gamer, who by the way is also a fantastic streamer and a good friend of mine. So please check out her channel and give her some love too on Twitch and on YouTube. Black Widow, Dan Big Show Hall, and Old Man Gamer, who I don't see him in the channel yet. All of those people are going to join us on 7 Days to Die Starvation mod on Series server this afternoon. So if you guys are still around and want to keep hanging with us, we're going to have a lot of fun getting eaten by spiders and giant snakes and zombies and all that fun stuff. Okay, I need to get to work. Let's get this show on the road here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put the symmetry plane on. And what this allows me to do, if this is the first time you guys have ever seen Empyrion, if you're new to this game, one of the awesome features about Empyrion that you don't see in other similar games like 7 Days to Die and so forth, and Ark and whatnot, is that it's got this symmetry plane. And what it does is, if I place a block here, it mirrors that placement on the other side. So that way I only have to build out half of the ship, and then the game builds the other half for me. It's just amazing, an amazing feature of Empyrion. So one of the things you want to do when you set the symmetry plane like this is you always want to make sure that you test it first before you start laying down blocks, because sometimes it gets a little, confused, and, will not even put them exactly even from one another, so you have to kind of reset it there. All right, so let's start by getting this back end fixed up. So we're going to take all of this stuff out here, and I'm going to also use my drone so I can maneuver a little bit better. Unfortunately, the symmetry plane does not work for block removal, only for block placement. So, that's kind of a bummer, because if you happen to misplace a block, then you have to take it off on both sides. So it only works with block placement. But, it's still a very nice feature to have. So we're going to remove all of this, and this is all going to become more part of the fuselage here. Let's get this piece right here out. I think I'm going to leave that the way it is. In fact, this might even end up, now that I think about it, because we're gonna cover all of this up. I'm probably going to end up taking this out too, but I'm not going to do that yet. Let's wait and see how things are going to look there. Let's pop this piece out as well. See, the problem with this, guys, is I have to think. I have to get into mathematical geometry, angular mode, and that hurts my brain. But we'll do the best we can here. So we are going to bring this out. We're going to bring this out to here. There is something else I could do. No, I'm not going to do that. That'll get us way the hell off on a rabbit trail. But I'll tell you what I was thinking. The actual Raider, if you look it up, in fact, Black Widow, do you mind sharing the link to the Cylon Raider with everybody in chat? I've set up, by the way, I did make a change in the chat. So if you are a regular or higher on my channel, like a regular or a mod or a subscriber, then you are allowed to post links. If you're not a regular, and it takes 200 points to get that far, so it'll be several streams of watching. Then if you want to post a link, then ask for permission, either me or a mod for permission. And the reason I'm doing that, guys, I had it open, but in the last couple of streams, I had some jackass in the stream, posting a link to a malicious site. And so, it was like, okay, we gotta stop that, because I don't want either myself or any of you guys, clicking on a link like that and getting a virus and all that shit. So moving forward, if you are a regular, which requires 200 old guy points, which simply means, watch me for a while, you can post links freely. If you are not a regular, then ask for permission. We will pre-screen the link, and then we'll post it for you if it's, of course, appropriate. All right. So anyway, what I was saying is, the actual Raider, the way that it looks is that the fuselage actually kind of goes up in a curve, and then it comes down in a curve towards the end. Okay, and so what I was considering doing in a future version of this ship, I'm not going to do it now because it would just take way too long, but in a future version of the ship, I was thinking about maybe trying to do something along those lines. So that's what I had in my head, and I was thinking about maybe, bringing this down as a little bit of a curve in the back, but I don't think I'm going to do that now, just because here again, it's so hard, guys, to work with curves and rounds in Empyrion on a small scale like this. It's easier on a cap ship because you have, a little bit more to work with. Well, maybe. I don't know, because the cap ship blocks are larger too. So we're going to kind of just stick with what we have in terms of, keeping a straight fuselage, but maybe in a future version I will do that. Dan, that's a damn good question. But you know what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Dan? Guys, Dan Big Show Hall has been a very faithful subscriber on my YouTube channel. And he watches almost all my videos. He's always positive comments, and I just love the guy to death. So he's an automatic regular in Twitch. I just got to fix that. And also, to find that out, oh, Dan, you're already a regular. You're already a regular, man. You're all set, dude. Let me see if I can figure that out. There's a command for it. Oh, type exclamation point points and see if that tells you what your points are. See if that works. Oh, does that work, Dan? Okay, yeah. Exclamation point points. Cool, awesome. Okay, I'm still getting used to chatbot, you guys. I just fairly recently started using it, so that's why I wasn't quite sure what that was. But you know, we'll figure it out, and then we'll be smarter than we were yesterday. So we're going to bring this out to the end of the thrusters. Nope, I didn't want to do that. And then those will go there for the time being, like so. And then same thing on the top here. And it looks like we need to put one more layer in. Like so, and like so. Okay, now... No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take those back off. Since this is the very back end, we are going to put at least some, you know, angle corner type blocks here. So it's not just a straight square. So basically what we'll do here is we will, I think we'll go with, what if we, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Let's just check it out. What if we put that there and then flip it around? Yeah, I think that's too sharp of an angle, so we'll just put the 45s there. We could even do, we could do it this way too. I'm just trying to see if that gives me warm fuzzies or not. So I'll tell you what, you guys help me out here. Let's build it out with these blocks, and then we'll just see if we like it, the angles, or if we want to. You know what? Something just occurred to me. If we do that, we're going to have problems with this corner. So I think I just answered my own question. 45-degree angles it is. 45-degree angles it is. So that'll go there. Turn that this way and then down. And then down here. Flip these around. And then all we have to do is just put the triangle piece in the corner. Like that. Okay. So nothing super fancy, but I mean, you know, it's a little better than just straight up boring old blocks, square blocks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab these. And we're going to put... let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's do this. Let's put... I'm thinking about this for a second. Let's put this block like so across here. Oh, no, I got that rotated the wrong way. Sometimes the sometimes the perspective of the angles, at least for me, there we go. I think I'm, seeing it one way, but it's actually another way. And the only reason I'm doing this here, guys, is just to kind of break it up a little bit so it's not just one wall of grates. So it's more for aesthetic reasons, not for practical reasons. And if you're wondering why I'm putting the grates over it at all, of course, is so it has some armor on it. Technically, I could completely cover those thrusters with blocks, and the game doesn't care. It would still work just fine. But I don't like to do that if I don't have to, just because in reality, of course, there's no way you could do that. So, and then probably what we'll do is we'll probably take the texture tool and we'll paint these 3 blocks here, and maybe even the whole outline of the back end with the the little texture that glows red, like it has LED lights when you power the ship up, and I think that'll probably look pretty neat doing that. So I think that's what we're going to do, guys, for version 1 of the Raider for this part of the back end of the fuselage itself. Now what we need to do is we need to start working on the wings. So I got to figure this out. Now I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. Josie, dude, don't do that, okay? Seriously. This is a PG-13 channel. Okay? I know you're just messing around and I love you to death and you know that, but please don't be putting pornography on my channel, dude. Not even as a joke. Okay. So let's finish the top out here. I'll probably just leave that like that. Or, well, see, yeah, we either leave it like that or we do something like this, and I don't know. Yeah, I kind of actually do like that a little bit better, I think. So yeah, let's go with that. Okay, we'll finish up the sides here. Let me make sure I'm getting caught up on chat here. Claudevoy, you said you spent several hours yesterday dying on the game, and you're already addicted. Okay, yeah, and it's if you like sandbox games and if you like games with building, this game is awesome, absolutely awesome for that. Steery, you said something's not happening now. Let me scroll up here a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Varg. So you're switching back to Varg. Okay, all right, man. Well, sorry the Carl thing didn't work out, but you know my feelings on that. I think Varg is a way cooler name. So, Dan, did we? Oh yeah, okay. We've already covered that territory. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean, Varg. That would be actually useful for sure. So, okay, I think I'm caught up in chat now. Excellent. In case we got a couple of new people in the last 15 minutes or so, I just want to once again announce that We're going to do a giveaway at 12:30 Mountain Time for a Steam key for a game up to a AAA game, up to a $60 game to celebrate me having 100 followers here on Twitch. So if you are around then and you are a follower, you have to be a follower to enter the giveaway. That's the requirements. Then we'll start that at about 12:30. We'll run it for an hour, and then at 1:30 Mountain Time, which will be about the end of the stream, we'll go ahead and do the giveaway and see who wins. So hopefully you guys will stick around and be able to participate in that and win something cool on Steam. So we need to, let's start thinking about what we're going to do on the wings here. I want to start bringing this down. It's not going to stay, high elevated like that all the way back. So we know for sure, let's start with what we know for sure, okay? So we know for sure that these are going to be covered. Probably let's start maybe right here. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to, do this on the back end there. We could do this actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna have. Yeah, it's not gonna let me set it up against there. So we can do this, but we are gonna have to hold out a block. Okay, so let's go back then to the flat block here for that spot and for this spot. All right, what's wrong with this picture? That's coming all the way out to the edge there. Do I have something that's not congruous here? Oh, okay. Yeah, something's not right. So we got to figure this out. That's supposed to go there. Oh, wait a minute, what? See, that looks right. Except for I should probably flip these blocks around so the beveled end is up against there. But this doesn't. So that means we're not out far enough on this side, right? Because this is coming, right to the edge of here, but the other one's sticking out. Yeah, so we need to actually come back another block here. I didn't even notice that. Sometimes you don't notice stuff like that until you start putting things down. So it looks like the thrusters are placed correctly. It's just this corner piece that needs to be extended out another block, I think. So let's take all of this off. Let me look at this here again. So we have, from this corner, we have 1, 2, 3 blocks coming out, okay? And so here we need, I think it needs to come out here. Okay, we need to find a point of reference. So let's do this. let's take a normal block. We'll use this. Okay, so starting from there, right? So we have an angle, and then we have what we'll call a slant, and then an angle, and a slant, and an angle. So angle, slant, angle, slant, angle. Angle, slant, angle, slant, angle. So I think if I did that, looked at that right, everything is even up to that spot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Right, guys? Does that look correct to you guys? Oh, Claudevo, you're saying it's off center. So that one is... Oh, yeah, I see it now. I see it. Okay, so it isn't the wings, it's where the thruster's placed. Ah, okay. Okay. Now that makes sense. So let's take these guys back off. So the wings are fine. And that's why I was a little confused too, because I mean, you know, I used the symmetry plane all the way out, so I wasn't quite sure why that wasn't working correctly. So I just got to figure out how I did all this now. I think this block here is another just normal block. And then this block here is probably one of these. Whoops. Oh, no, not one of those. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Tell you what, let's fix the thruster first, because it's throwing me off. We're going to pull all this back up again. So we actually need to move the thruster in one block. That'll have to come out, that'll have to come out. Hey Jay, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope your day's going well. Okay, so we want to rotate this down and flip it like so, and then pop it in here. Like that. There we go. That's the way we want it. That's the way. I like it. So bring that to there, and then bring these guys to here. That's going to be a corner, and that's going to be a corner. Let's see. We'll flip that around like that and rotate it this way. And then opposite on this side, we just got to, whoops, flip it like this. I think that's the same block, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And then we put the corners in. And then the end pieces. What am I doing for the end pieces? Looks like it's just 2 more corners. And okay, flip it that way. Nope, I keep hitting the wrong button here. Go there, and then twist around. No, wait a minute. What am I doing? I want to get it, the base of it, up like that, right? And then we want to be able to turn it like this. Why the hell isn't that fitting in there? Am I putting the wrong block in there? Oh, there we go. Ah! Sometimes, man, I'll tell you what. Old brain. Okay. So we're back where we started. Now we just need to redo this. So this piece is going to go here, but we're going to flip it around so the bevel's on the other side. Like this. Okay. That's better. That's just what the doctor ordered there. Okay. Good. So let's start to bring this back now. But we're going to have to figure out how it's going to kind of converge with what we have in place. So I'm just going to bring it back to probably about here for the moment. And then do the same thing with the angles here. You know, the one thing I do like very much, though, about 7 Days to Die with its building system is the fact that you can, you know, copy a block's rotation or tell a block to position itself so that it's on face. That is very handy in 7 Days to Die, and we don't have that feature in Empyrion. Okay, so we got that far. Claude Voice said turn symmetry off or this could get hairy. What particular part were you talking about, man? Stressy is stressing you out, Jay? Siri, how come you're stressing Jay out? She's being her usual stressed self. Well, at least she's living up to her name. Josie multiplayer server will be sometime this evening. Oh, man, excuse me. I don't know for sure when that time's going to be. Usually when we do the 7 Days to Die stream on Saturday afternoon, that's usually about 3 to 4 hours or so. So that means we'll start at 2 and we'll probably be done sometime around 6. I'll probably take an hour or so of a break for dinner and all that. So let's tentatively plan for 7 p.m. Mountain Time tonight for Empyrion multiplayer, okay? Don't etch that in concrete, but sometime around 7 is probably when we'll start that. Yeah, I know you do, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh, Claude Voy on the thruster move? Okay, yeah. Well, no, I didn't cause any problems because I wasn't moving it far enough over to have room to place a whole new block. So we were good on that. So let's see. Let's fix this part next, because this part's going to be a little simpler, and then I'm going to have to really start thinking on this one. So I think what we'll do for this is we'll probably just continue following back with the same pattern that we have here. All right, I've got half blocks instead of plates over that, which is fine. I'm going to keep it that way. The question is, do I want to continue following that all the way back? I think the answer is yes, I do. So let's do this part first. Let's get this built back to here, we'll say. Now we might have to all right, let's just go with that for the moment. I might change that up a little bit though. We'll see. Okay, we'll put the half blocks in and fill this out. What do I have going on down this side? Okay, let's leave that alone for a minute, because I might be able to put a couple of RCSs in there, depending upon how that gets covered up. So to bring this around now, to cover up these thrusters, how do I want to do that? What if we did something like this? That's not going to work, is it? Yeah, I'm running into the half block problem again. What are our options? We got this ramp bottom. That would fit over there. Let's just actually put that down for a second and see what it looks like. I suppose that could work. So what if we did something like that, and then we took... I'm completely making this up as I go, if that isn't obvious. So let's flip this around. And what if we put something like that in there for those thrusters? And then this would be a straight. And I think I'm going to leave it like that for the moment, only because we need to build out the bottom too. And I want to see how that's going to turn out in the end here, in the back end, before I decide, how this is going to be completely closed off. So for this part, we could, let's see, we could do this. What if we just took angles here? See, the thing is, I don't want to... I was kind of... Well, actually, hold on. I just had an idea. We could do that, actually. What if we do this? What if we do this? Let's take that out. And these out. And we'll bring... We'll put straights in here, or just whole blocks, rather. Like so. And then... put that there. And... wait on that piece, because we're just going to do the top for the moment. That there. Well, you know, we could actually do one more layer down. So let's do that. Let's bring those out to there. Yeah, I know this is all messed up over here, but I'm not entirely sure this is what I'm going to stick with, so. And then we'll just put, whoops, this block in here. That's not too bad. I don't like this though. Is there something I could put in there that would look good? No, no, I want this on the bottom. There we go. We could do that, because I don't think there's a block that would fit perfectly in there, but that doesn't look too bad. Or does it? I don't know. It is somewhat subjective, of course. So, you know, there's the corner option there. There's that corner. There is this corner, which I'd like even worse. Or, instead, we could put... where did it go? We could do that. I like that the most. I think that works the best, considering, you know, what we have to work with there. And it even kind of, in a weird sort of unintended way, you know, matches this little dimple up there too. So let's go with that. So now I got to figure out what I did and do the same thing over here. I probably should have. The thing is you know, I could have taken this all back apart and had it match up, but if you don't, you know, if you're not placing the blocks exactly the way they're supposed to be, and you're taking them and putting them down and moving them, and this gets messed up anyway, so it's really almost pointless to set the symmetry plane until you know exactly how it's going to go. So these come out here. Like so, and then these just go normal blocks here, full blocks. This becomes one of these guys, like that. And then I guess that's a normal block. Right? Yeah. And then in here, we put that block. And I think we're even Steven on the top. On the bottom, what did we do here? Looks like a normal block on the bottom there. Wait, right? Yeah. So this comes out. And we put the angle block back in here. That's not bad. I think that works. What do you guys think? Okay, let me get caught up on chat. Barg wants to know why Siri's stressing Jay out and how he's doing it. How she's doing it. Jay says, I've been up all night trying to order food as a surprise, and she's moaning about being on the phone. Siri says, of course, that's total rubbish. Except for Jay being sweet and ordering food. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Oh, okay. Ordering food online, huh? So like calling up the pizza place? I'm just using their website to order. I'm assuming something along those lines. All right, Dan says that looks good. Thank you, Dan. And so does Claudevoy. All right, you guys are awesome. I think it looks good too, actually, you know. I think it works. It's not going to look anything like the back end of the actual Raider, but here again, the actual Raiders has the thrusters exposed. And obviously I don't want to do that because, then there's no armor on them and they're vulnerable. So I think this is a pretty decent compromise coming down from the top. All right, how are we going to fix this now? This is the next challenge that we got to deal with. And I'll tell you what, too, before I do anything else, let's just do a save of the ship. So we'll come around here. Just look at it right from the front, and we'll press right Alt 0. And we'll call this Raider version 5. Though that's obviously not going to be the final name, the published name. That's just for me to have a backup, essentially. Okay, cool. Now, let's figure out this. I think what we'll do... Let's see what I did in the front here. So these are all the intakes. So we put the grates there. And we have 2 angled blocks coming down in the middle. Okay, so let's kind of sort of follow that pattern. So if we're going to do that, we're going to need to... let's see, we want to flip this that way and then this way. Let's just set that there for a minute. And we'll put one there. Let me look at that again. Right, okay. So we got 2 there, and then we'll do... let's throw a couple RCSs down here. And looks like we can also put some in here. Like that. And maybe even in here. We'll see. I'm probably going to have... Actually, I'm sure I'm going to have to remove this one again. So let's take that one back out. But this one we'll leave there for the moment. Okay? Okay, how are we looking over here? Oh, I forgot to turn my plane back on. You guys are probably telling me that in chat too, huh? Oh, you tried to do it on the website, but they don't have it set up yet? Okay, I got you. I know, it's like a soap opera in the Twitch chat today. The life and times of Siri and Jay. That's hilarious. All right, let's check this thing out. Make sure it's even Steven on both sides. Looks like it is. That's good. And so let's get caught up on this side. So we had placed some more RCSs in here. And I think we put 2 here, right? Actually, no, I think we did 3. I think that gets us caught up, right? Except for the on the RCSs in particular. Okay. That, I think, gets us caught up. Are we even on both sides before we proceed? Should be able to put an RCS there. And maybe even one in here. Well, let's hold off on that. I'm not sure yet. I don't want an RCS exposed for obvious reasons. It's got to be, completely covered up. I'm thinking, though, that we could put a couple there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll put this down here. Is that going the wrong direction? Yeah, it is. We want to flip it around this way. Right? Yeah, okay. In 4 minutes, if you have fairly recently joined this stream, I'm going to start a giveaway. The giveaway is for followers, so you have to be a follower in order to enter. And it'll be good for up to a AAA game on Steam, up to $60 game on Steam for a Steam key. And I'm doing that to celebrate 100 followers on Twitch. So in about 4 minutes or so, at about 12:30 Mountain Time, we'll start that giveaway. And it's going to run for an hour. So you'll want to stick around until that's done and see if you win. And again, just all of you guys who have followed me and who have been hanging out on the streams, and especially those of you who have become subscribers and regulars, I just really, really appreciate that, guys. It means a lot to me. It motivates me to keep doing this. And I just love to spend time with you guys on the stream here, playing games, having fun, doing crazy stuff, watching the old guy derp out every once in a while. And it's just awesome. My plan is, I am 50 years old, and my plan is that when I do retire, hopefully, I will be... Are those shutters the wrong way? Oh. No, they're not. Sorry. I get sidetracked easy. Hopefully, I will be far enough along with Twitch and YouTube to where, I can actually use it as supplemental income after I retire. So, there is actually, believe it or not, a business plan to my my career here, or my hobby, I should say, with streaming and doing YouTube videos. And you guys are the ones that are going to make that happen. So I'd super appreciate it. And because of that, we'll be doing giveaways frequently when we reach certain milestones. And I just love you guys to death. So thank you very much. And you know what? I think we're close enough now to where we can probably start the... Well, no, let's wait 2 more minutes. Let's do it as advertised. Just in case, people have certain time frames. So while we're waiting 2 more minutes here, the general idea for this, I think, is going to be just to do that. And then what we'll do here is we'll put in a corner. No, not that corner, this corner. No, not that corner either. What corner am I looking for here? Oh, well, what did I do over here? Over here, we just went up 2 ramps, and then we... okay. So these ramps are actually up higher. So if we're going to match the front, which I think I want to do at least for now, we can always change it later. If we're going to match the front, then what we could do is this. Let's pull those out. Put those there. We'll put a plate on the RCSs. And then we'll put these here, like so. And then this, wrong button, this will be oh no, not that, this block. Except for not rotated that way. Okay. Let me just get this block in place, guys, while my brain is there, and then we'll do the giveaway. So we need to rotate it like that. And same thing on this side. Whoops. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and do this. You're rooting for the Ghost Leviathan, are you, Black Widow? Okay. I got to get the clip of me punching him out in the prawn up on YouTube as well. I got the footage recorded. I just need to take some editing time. Okay, so here's the deal. If you are a follower of mine, you can enter this giveaway. And it's good for a Steam key of a game up to $60, so a AAA game if you want on Steam, or another game. In fact, you know, it's a $60 value, so you guys could buy, you know, I'll buy you 3 $20 games if you want. Okay, so it's good for a $60 value. The winner will, you know, I'll just have you whisper me on Steam if, unless we're already in Discord or something, and we'll get you hooked up. Okay, so in order to enter this event, again, make sure you're following me first, otherwise it's not going to let you do it. And then type in chat !, old guy rocks. All one word, all lowercase. !, old guy rocks. But before you do that, let me actually start the giveaway. All right, here we go. Yep, type old guy rocks to join. And I'm going to run this for 60 minutes, for an hour. And then at the end of that time, the bot should let us know when the giveaway is finished. And then I'll go in, I'll push a button, and it'll basically roll some dice. And we'll see who the lucky winner is. Okay? Looks like everything's working there. Awesome. Okay. Guys, while you are typing in old guy rocks, because y'all love me so much, right? I'm going to take a very quick break here, refresh my caffeine, and then we'll come back and we'll continue the build here. So let me turn Empyrion down to there. I'm going to switch over to my be right back screen, and I'll put some music on for you. Okay, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Hang out, have fun, listen to some groovy tunes. Continue listening to Siri and Jay fight with each other about ordering food, and I'll be right back, guys.
Close to another dose of disappointed smiles. Well, you say we're friends, a funny little world you toss around. I guess it depends on what it means from you. 'Cause if all your art is this buzz unstuck, and I'll take my resentment another way. To his face. And I'm down, I'm out, but it won't be long till I'll be that guy that gets you down. 'Cause I just only need this. Oh, you say we're friends, the cabin always calling out too late. I guess it depends, and maybe I would say you don't have what it takes. It's only appreciate. Otherwise, this senior's killing you. And the result so far is this message in my heart, and you'll leave the scars and troubles face. Can be replaced. These breakneck speeds go on through the armor that brings us down to our knees. Time, of course, is everything now. Then we're beyond sympathies. 'Cause one misstep and another false step will turn me into enemies. Oh, one misstep, another false step, man. He didn't know, no, he didn't know. He just didn't know I could hear him. He didn't know, no, he didn't know. He just didn't know I could hear him.
All right, we're back. Thank you guys for hanging out while I took a quick break there. Let's see, what do we got going on in chat here? Life and times of Siri and Jay is right. Siri's trying to do the dishes while sorting the baby out, while Jay something. Oh, is cleaning my controller with a screwdriver. Oh, okay. Well, Siri, somebody's got to clean your controller with a screwdriver, and it might as well be Jay, right? Looks like we got several more people that joined the contest giveaway, whatever the hell it's called. Let me get my sound turned back up. Oh, I did it again. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Widow, thank you for announcing that for the giveaway. Appreciate it. Private Carl, who thinks old guy needs to record his jam session and have that played during breaks? What? Nah, dude, that's extra. That's extra. You know, interesting you should say that because we are actually working on, we have a couple of originals in my band. For those of you who don't know, I play in a classic rock band once a week, sometimes twice a week, but once a week every Thursday, which is why I don't stream on Thursday nights, by the way. So we actually do have a couple of originals that a couple of the dudes in the band have written. And we are thinking, it's on Thursdays, actually, on Thursdays. We are thinking about actually recording those. And depending upon, you know, how well those recordings turn out, I might do that at some point. We'll see. It's not going to happen anytime soon, though. We'll put it that way. But thank you, Varg, for announcing that. Appreciate it. So let's see. Claudvoy, subscribe with a tier 2 sub. Dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. You are the man. I love you, dude. I love you. Thank you. Wow. Awesome. All right, Claudvoy. Claudvoy was on my Subnautica stream last night, and he was very helpful with me, helping me figure stuff out. So he's an excellent viewer. Very glad to have him. And again, thanks for the sub, man. I super appreciate that. Very kind of you. Jaystone wants to kill Furker. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Is Furker in here? In the channel? This morning? I don't see her. Okay. Well, maybe she'll be able to join later. Let's see. Oh, you were in the wrong chat. I got you. Okay. Siri, do it. Okay, we'll see. Here's the thing, I'm not going to play a recording of original music until it's ready to be played, And it's not at this point, but we are rehearsing it. And if we get it to a point where, I feel like it's suitable for public consumption, then I might just actually do that. But it's not going to happen right away. So, because, it just takes some time for all that to happen. So, yeah, but I've been doing that for about almost 4 years now. I myself have been a musician, almost all my life. But playing with this particular group of guys, we've been doing it for about 4 years now. And we just do it for fun, just to hang out in the basement. Give me something to do other than play video games all the time, that sort of thing. So, all right, let's get back to business here. I should probably turn my volume back up. It was probably somewhere about there. If you have recently joined the stream within the last 10 minutes or so, be aware that we are doing a giveaway today. It'll run for about 45 more minutes, and it's good for up to a $60 value of a Steam key giveaway. So you could either get a AAA game or you could get a couple of lesser expensive games. You could get 3 copies of Empyrion for $60. And we do have open slots on our multiplayer server. So there's a hint for you if you'd like to actually play this game with us. And keep in mind, this stream is all building. Okay, there's a whole lot more to this game than what you see me doing here. This is just the building stuff in the game. Damn it, I really like the back end of that. That looks pretty good, if I don't mind my saying so. Anyway, there's a lot more to this game. If you're not familiar with it, it's similar to, it's kind of like a cross between Space Engineers and 7 Days to Die. In that it's got, the building stuff that you see me doing right now, like Space Engineers. And, there is things like structural integrity and mass does matter and placement of, components, the types of components, all that stuff does matter. It's not quite as technical and stringent though as Space Engineers is. It's you could call it Space Engineers Light. That might be a good way of putting it. But that's just one aspect of this game. This game also is a sandbox game. It's a survival game. It's an exploration game. And if you come and play with us on our multiplayer server, which Black Widow is the owner of, we're running a scenario or a mod called Voodoo 3. And basically what Voodoo 3 does is it adds about 150 plus planets and moons to the world. So rather than just the 9 or so that the vanilla game has, you have over 150. So we're just really having fun. A lot of the guys in the chat today, Black Widow, of course, and Varg and Josie, and some other dudes, play that with me too. And so you guys are more than welcome to join us on that server if you want. We will be playing tonight around 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll be streaming that, and we'll have a whole lot of fun. All right, so let's get back to business here. Enough of the advertisements and self-promotions and all that kind of stuff, because we have work to do. We got to get this done. So we're going to, we should be able to put another RCS here. Now that I kind of have more of an idea of how this is going to go, I'm essentially going to match what's happening on the front with this. So I think we can put an RCS there, and I think we can put an RCS there. All right, let's pop over here again for a second. So this basically on the top here just ends out. Oh, you know what though? It does change here, doesn't it? Because there's the thruster. This thruster here goes all the way to. No, that's not it. There's some other reason why I changed this here. I can't remember what it is now. But anyway, we're going to follow it the way that it is. Okay, hold on. We got something weird going on here. This comes all the way back to here. But it's not exactly the same here. So what did I do wrong? It looks okay on the inside. I think the only thing that's missing is we just got to fill in these blocks here. Or change these blocks. So I believe we want to put these little buggers in here. Whoops. There we go. Is that right? I think so. It's all about the symmetry, man. It's all about the symmetry. Okay, good. Space Engineers meets Ark. Yeah, there are some Ark similarities too. Mostly from because they're both survival games. But I would say this is more like 7 Days and Minecraft than Ark, because it's block building instead of template building like Ark has. The one thing about this game though that you have to be able to do is you have to be able to make up your own story. Because there's not really a whole lot in the way of questing. They did add scenarios in, but they're not. I haven't actually really messed with them that much, so I really couldn't say. Maybe some of you guys in chat that have used them before, I couldn't really say how good they are. But there are scenarios, so they're kind of like story-driven playthroughs. And I don't know. I guess I'm not even going to say anything about them at all, just because I don't know how well they are implemented they are. But if you guys have played the scenarios, the vanilla scenarios, tell us in chat. What do you think? Are they worth doing? Are they not? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. do we, just for... Well, I'll tell you what, let's leave it the way it is for now. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out if I want to this little section here to also match this, so it's the same thing all the way back. Or if we want to break it up a little bit, break the pattern up a little bit. And I guess I don't really know the answer to that yet. And I'm sort of asking that rhetorically, or to myself out loud, as it were. I don't know. Something's telling me, though, that we might actually want it to just match all the way back. Well, let's not mess with it for now. Let's just leave it the way it is, and then we'll... I don't know. The question that I'm trying to ask myself is, you see how this, how this pattern is here up to this point? Should I continue that on all the way to the back, or not? That's the question. And I don't remember exactly why this changes here. Oh, you know what? It might have to do with this thruster here, now that I think about it. Maybe that's what caused me to change this up here. I think it is, now that I think about it. My gut's telling me that we do want it to match all the way back. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's quit hemming and hawing and make it happen. Make it so, number one. I know, that's terrible, terrible Picard impression, but, I try. So we're going to make this match, at least on the inside, and then we'll see what it looks like on the outside. So are we even Steven on both sides here? I think so. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in a normal block here. Oh, you know what? We could actually put RCSs in there, can't we? Yeah, we can. All right. I'm trying to pack as many RCSs on the ship, guys, as I possibly can. Because it turns like a beast. Did I even put RCSs in here? I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. I just didn't in that one spot. Let's check this side as well. Okay. Now, same thing. Did I fill this in with RCSs? I didn't. And I could. And I should. Alright. I don't think I can get my drone in there, huh? So I'd have to take this whole row back out to get those in. Or I could come at it from underneath. Let's just look at that really quick. The more RCSs, guys, that I can put in these little filler spots on the wings, the less I have to put inside the fuselage, and the more room then we have for other things like storage and more generators and that sort of thing. So the thought here is that I could actually get 2 more rows of RCSs in on both sides. All the way up to here, I guess. I'm hitting the... Come on, stupid squirrely drone. There we go. Could even pop one in right there. So we could put 2 stacks, vertical stacks of RCSs in here and fill this all in. And I think we need to do that. The problem, though, that I'm going to run into is I'm going to run out of RCSs. We only have 63 left. Let's look at this again for a second. I don't know if it's a bug, but the game does not let me repair while I'm in the drone. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's supposed to be that way. If it's supposed to be that way, it makes no sense because I can do everything else in the drone. Why can't I repair while I'm in the drone? So we want to start on the other side too to get it to match. We'll put a marker there, and then we're just going to take out 3 blocks up all the way to that marker. And, you know, arguably I could even keep going with that, actually, now that I look at it. Well, let's just go with that, I guess. It's oh shit, I don't have the symmetry plane on. It's gonna be easier to just put that on and redo the markers than try and figure out the hard way where it is. Plus we want it on anyways. Okay, let's test it. Make sure that it is even Steven. Looks like it is. And I know some of you people are probably thinking, well, you know, there are even more spots, and you're right, there are, but here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to keep going, and I'm just going to make a note to myself that if we still do not have enough RCS on the ship, then I have more spots underneath the wings that I could put them. Okay, so mental note to self. Keep that in mind. But because of the fact that we don't have enough RCSs, and I need to go get more copper before I can make any more, we're going to just go with this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay? So we're starting here, and we're ending here. So I know where to carve out on this side. Excellent. Okay. So let's start filling these in here. And make sure it's coming together on this side the way it needs to. Okay, that's good. And that's good. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to take this for a little test spin here in just a little bit too. And we'll see how it's doing. But let's finish the back end of the wings first before we do that. And we'll just fill this back in with, with normal blocks to cover those up. Beautiful. Looking good on this side too? I think so. All right, awesome. I'm really excited about this ship, you guys. This ship's going to be fun. It may not be the most maneuverable ship in the world, but it's just going to be cool. But my goal is, though, you know, that being said, my goal is to make it a functional ship too. It's not just going to be a novelty. So we'll see how that goes. Now we can finish this out here. Make sure we're the same on both sides. It looks like we are. Okay, excellent. So this is just a plate. I do, you know, and I play a lot of 7 Days to Die, as you guys know, or some of you know, and I play a lot of this, and so I'm always getting confused between the two in terms of which button to push. So, for example, I was just reaching for the R button there for, you know, so I could, you know, copy the rotation, and then my brain's going, no, you're not playing 7 Days to Die, you're playing Empyrion. I go, oh, that's right. So if they could take Empyrion's symmetry plane idea and add that to 7 Days to Die, and take 7 Days to Die rotation mechanic and add that to Empyrion, that would be like absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? Okay, we've got something going on here. Oh, half blocks. That's what it is. So these guys have to come out. And same thing over here. Okay, and then we use these blocks here and fill this in. Yeah, that was the right move, you guys. That was the right move. I feel good about that. We definitely needed to do that, and we're probably going to do the same thing, at least as far back as we can get away with on this side too. So let's do that right now. Let me get caught up on chat here. Okay. So Siri says she might be a little bit late for our starvation stream. No problem there. Super twitchy if you add too many RCSs. I would say yeah. I would say yeah, because I've been on some smaller ships, Claude that are kind of squirrely. So I think you can definitely add too many RCSs, for sure. But I don't think we're going to have that problem on this ship. I don't believe that's going to be a problem on this ship. Speaking of which, we should be able to put another 5 RCSs on each side. Let me make sure we are matched up correctly on both sides. Okay. Something's different here. So let's take this all out. And we'll take these blocks out. Okay, and then on this side, same thing. We'll remove these blocks and these blocks. And I think that gets us even Steven on both sides. Except for this side needs another row of RCSs. Yeah? No? Yeah, that was right. Okay. I have 15 RCSs left. 1, 2... Well, let's just do it and we'll see how it goes. It worked. Perfect. Okay. And then, all we have to do now is just fill in. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Looks like it didn't mess us up on that side, so we're good to go. plates here. Looking good. And then we'll put this block in here. I want that rotation and this rotation. We'll bring that back to there. And then this one's going to be yeah, that's right. This one's going to be this guy. No, not that guy, this guy. And then this can be to there, I think. Right? And then this little piece here, this little trim piece, and go to there. And I think that gets us even on all sides. And now we're going to have to figure out how we're going to work with these corners here. So, I think we have a couple options. We could do this. Could do that. Or we could this is where working with square blocks and angles, trying to get curves gets to be a bit tricky. Another option is to do this. So there's that possibility. And if we did that, then we could pop in a corner. No. Wait a minute. What? No. Alright, what if we do this? Hey, Dan, thanks for the cheer, man. Thanks for the biddies. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a whole lot. Oh, Dan, I was going to ask you, too. Are you, did you get the 7 days set up so you can join us this afternoon on Starvation? Okay, what if we pop that in there? And then put this in here. And this in here. No, that doesn't work. This might need to be another one of these. This could be a corner. And then if we went with that, we finish this out. Like this. I am completely making this up as I go, as usual. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a nice little curve, you know, around following the contour of the wing. That's the goal. And obviously I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly. But, you know, we just try and get it as close as we can. So, one thing that my brain's telling me is let's take that out. Somewhere around here, we're going to have to make a compromise for where we have a hard edge. And it's just really a matter of, you know, where the best place to do that. Now, that's That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. I could probably live with that. I'm talking about this specific spot right here. I think I like that better than the way I had it earlier, with the, well, you can't see me pointing, but, with it matching one more block out like this. And the reason being, of course, is because the wing starts to, curve in right here. So I think I'm going to go with that. I think that works. Let's put another plate here. Like that. There isn't really anything I can stick in here that would look good. I suppose that we could put that block in there. Yeah, actually, that doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, let's go with that. That's actually not so bad. Okay, so now we just have to figure out what we did on this side. Because it's all messed up over here since I was trying to figure it out. But at least we have something we can reverse engineer if we need to. So, what did we do? This, I think this was one of these. And I think this block here, I don't remember what that block was. So we have two angles there. Okay. Make sure I'm in the right place. Let's put a marker. So right below that marker, we should have another angle block. Like that. Okay, let's go back over here, and looks like we just left that as a hard angle there, and I think that's fine. I think we can live with that. The other thing we could do, actually, now that I think about it, we could actually remove these blocks here and make them all just angled blocks, to match these two here, all the way down. We're changing the contour of the hump on the wings, and in doing that, we're actually making it a little sharper curve too, which I like the idea of, actually. Let me investigate this. So all we would have to do that is take these two out and then put angles all the way down. I'm liking that idea, guys. I'm liking that idea. So let's do it. So all of this comes out. Plus, it's going to match up, better with this front end as well, which is a bonus. An unintended consequence. Though it's not really a consequence, it's a bonus. Okay, and let's do the same thing on this side. So all of these come out. And like I said, this is going to give us, it's going to make things a little more symmetrical, and it's also going to make our little heel or bump or whatever you want to call it on the wings a little sharper angle, which is desirable. Then we just come down here and fill this in, and there you go. I like that. I think that looks good. What do you think? You like that, guys? Yeah, just in 7 days to die, you don't have to be the fastest, just faster than Ocon. You're absolutely right. That's the motto that we live by. Ocon is a good friend of ours who also plays 7 Days to Die, and he will probably be, I'm hoping he'll be on the stream today at 2 o'clock. Building a ship in Empyrion is kind of like writing a book, where you have a general idea of how things go, but as you go along, things change and they kind of take on a life of their own. And it's like, well, I didn't plan that, but that actually looks pretty good. So, what am I trying to do here? What did we put in this corner? Yeah, I think I had the right corner. I just need to rotate it so it's the base of it is inward. So to do that, I want to flip it that way, I think. And then flip it that way. Right? No, I think we want to do it like this. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, let's figure this out. How are we going to do this? What if we did... Let's take these back off for a minute. Let's take those out. What I think I want to do here is... I think I want to... No, getting a little trigger happy here. Let's do that. And let's pick these up here. We'll put those there. We will pick those up. And we'll use these guys. Oh, I kind of like that. Because it's not just one 45-degree angle all the way down. It kind of, smooths out. Again, didn't plan it that way, but I like the way it's turning out. Now, I've got room in here for a couple more RCSs, but I don't have any more made. So for now, I'm just going to fill it. And then, like I said, if we still don't have enough RCSs on here, I will remember, hopefully, that I do have more room on the wings for more if it proves necessary. But I want to get this finished out, so let's do that. Looks like we have about 9 more minutes until the giveaway. If you have recently joined me, be aware that we are doing a giveaway. The giveaway will complete in 9 minutes from now at 1:30 Mountain Time. And it's good for up to a $60 value on Steam. So you can get a AAA game or a couple of lesser expensive games up to a $60 value. In order to enter the giveaway, you have to be a follower of my channel. And the purpose of the giveaway is to celebrate that I have recently obtained 100 followers. So if you're interested, first make sure you're a follower, and then you can type in ! old guy rocks, all lowercase, all one word. Yeah, thank you, Claudevoy. And you guys can enter that and for a chance to win. Okay? So that's coming up in 8 minutes from now, people. 8 minutes from now. So this looks good. We just got to figure out now how we're going to deal with this. One thing I'm thinking is we could... What if we put a corner in here, like that, and... Same thing here. Let's put a corner in. And we'll put this corner in here, like so, and this corner in here, like so. Make sure it looks the same on this side. It does. Alright, and this, I think, can just be a normal block for now. That will be another potential RCS slot later on. And let's continue with this. Like so. And we'll put that corner in there. I wonder if we could... If there's anything we could do about this. Probably not. This little hard angle here. We're probably going to have to live with that, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to have to live with that. Okay, that's coming along. Probably for here, 2 more RCS slots if needed. This can be a corner. This can be filled in with a corner. Oh, wrong spot. Alright, this is bugging me a little bit, but there may not be anything I can do about it. So I'm going to leave it for now. This really screws with my head, guys, because, you know, you're thinking in terms of round and curves, but you're using squares and angles to do it. So the old guy brain is like getting scrambled here. Alright, what's going on here? That comes out. I guess this is just one of these. I'm not sure what I'm doing different here. Something's not right though, so we got to figure it out. This is correct. This is the way I want it on this side. So, well, maybe it is okay. Let me burn that into my brain for a second. So these come out to there. There's 4 there. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Is it the same on both sides? Am I just having a senior moment? I think it is. I think it's good. I think it is. Part of it, too, is, you know, we have shade on this side and bright light on that side, so that's probably part of why it's messing with my head. Okay. Let's go with that. I think we're going to call that good. This can be a corner piece, except for it's going to have to we're going to have to remove the half block there. Oh, all right. Hold on. I guess I'm gonna have to use this. That doesn't look good. Okay, that's not gonna work. What do we do for here? we're probably... Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Whoops. I think we need this piece. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, I'm not sure I actually like that so much. It is the correct piece because it's the only piece. I think it's the only piece that would, you know, that's going to fill up the entire bottom. There's another piece that I could get to match this side, but then it's not going to match that side. So it's 6 or 1/2 does the other. However, sometimes it's worth trying that because sometimes it looks better if it matches the other angle. Yeah, you know what? We could actually. What if we did that and then we did this? And then, shit. No, this is messed up though. We could. I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's do this. Let's finish this out. So I'm probably going to want this to be an angle. Like so. Right? Yeah, let's leave that in place for the moment. And, we'll use filler blocks in here for now. Those are more spots for RCSs later, if we need them. And then this can be just a continue that down there. Let's see, for here, what do we want to do here now? Okay, it's time to do the giveaway. So, you know what? I might actually. No, I don't like that either. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. Figure that out later. So let's do the giveaway. Then we will take the Raider for a quick spin, and then it's going to be time for me to wrap up this stream so I can start the 7 Days to Die stream. All right, last chance. If you guys are interested in the chance to win a Steam key up to $60 worth a AAA title or a couple of lesser price games up to $60, you could buy 3 copies of this game, guys, with $60. 1 for yourself and 2 for friends. Type in, well, first of all, make sure you're a follower. You have to be a follower. That's the requirement. And then type in !, old guy rocks, like Dan has typed, to enter the contest. And then we are going to roll the dice and see who wins. Okay? All right, Siri, no problem. No problem. If you have already typed in Old Guy Rocks, you don't need to do it again. In fact, let me tell you who has entered. who is entered. Let's see. All right, so far I have CJW Huish, or J, Dan Big Show Hall, Seriously Stressed Gamer, Josie Wan, Private Carl, Claude Voy, Jay Stone, and Just an Old Man Gaming. Okay? So, anybody else, go ahead, now's your chance to type in. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Again, you have to be a follower first. This is for a Steam key, up to $60 value. And it looks like everybody has entered who is going to enter. So here we go. I am going to push a button in Chatbot, and it's going to randomly pick a winner and announce that winner. And I'm pushing it now. $60 Steam key. Dan Big Show Hall is the winner. Congratulations, man. Haha, awesome. Very happy for you, Dan. And thank you, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out on the stream today. Thank you for participating in the contest, those of you who did. And thank you for following, or even if you're not a follower, just thanks for coming and hanging out and watching today. Greatly appreciate it. And very, very happy that you won that, Dan. Like I said, Dan's been with me for a long time. He originally started as my a YouTube viewer, YouTube subscriber. And then, of course, more recently joined me on Twitch here. And very happy for that. So, Dan, let's just hook up in Discord, and you let me know what you want, and then we'll get you either a AAA title or a couple of smaller games, whatever you need, man. Up to $60. Okay, guys, don't worry. I do giveaways, fairly regularly. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do another one, maybe at 150 followers. So there'll be plenty more opportunities. Let's take this thing for a quick test spin, and then we're going to wrap up this stream to get ready for the Starvation mod of 7 Days to Die. If I can get in my cockpit here. I am definitely going to be putting ramps on this because it is kind of a pain in the butt to get in here. Alright, so this is what the interior looks like so far. If I need to, I'm going to fill in this spot here with more RCSs. If we can't do what we need to do by what we put on the wings. But I'm hoping that I don't have to put a whole lot more in here, because then we have lots of space, for cargo holds, for more generators, which I'm sure we're going to need, and other stuff like that. We still have to get guns on this ship too. Excuse me. So there's all that. So I want to preserve as much of the space in the fuselage as I can while still having the ship, perform well. All of this stuff here is temporarily, excuse me, oh man, a little gassy here. Sorry about that. All of this stuff is temporarily placed. This is not necessarily the final placement. It's just where I kind of have it for test flights and so forth. But the idea is down in here, we have a front section. I'm going to be putting front guns. We'll have rail guns for sure on here, and then I haven't decided what other guns, but I like rail guns. They're probably my favorite player-controlled gun, as opposed to turrets. And then, of course, there's room for 6 passengers in here as well. All right, so let's pop in the cockpit. Make sure we have fuel. We don't. Well, we probably have enough for just a quick test flight. Let's power this thing on. This is also definitely a ship that you're going to want to fly in third person, just because, we have pretty limited view in the cockpit. And let's see how she does. Okay, that's not bad for turning. In fact, that's much better than it was the last time I took this for a test flight. It's still not, going to turn on a dime by any stretch of the imagination. And we still have room for a few more RCSs, but it's to the point now to where before it was almost unflyable, to where it's you can get it turned around, but it's still not as responsive, because I'm moving my mouse all the way across the pad as I'm trying to turn here. Keep in mind, this ship is absolutely gigantic for a small vessel too, so that's what we're up against, and that's why you have to have, you know, so many thrusters and RCSs on it just to get it to handle well. And I mentioned this earlier too, if I could go back and do it all over again, I would have made this a capital ship and not a small vessel, but, you know, I didn't really discover, you know, that challenge until I was far enough into it to where, you know, I didn't want to scrap it. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Okay? We got relatively decent thrust. It's still kind of sluggish, but for PvE, it should be okay. We got relatively decent, you know, vertical thrust up and down. So, you know, if this was an enemy base here, you know, this is the strafe. It's got pretty good braking power, side to side. So, you know, it's still going to take a little bit of skill to do this without getting absolutely pounded. But it can maneuver, you know, fairly well. So, definitely need more RCSs. How many do we have on here right now? Let's take a look. 282 RCSs so far. Based upon what it's doing right now and how it feels, I'm thinking we're probably going to be hitting somewhere around 400 to 500 before it's all said and done. You know, before it gets to a point where it works. This is a front-end view of the ship. I'm going to try to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to try and use logic circuits to actually make, you know, the red light that goes back and forth on the Raider. See if we can accomplish that. We may or may not be able to do that. But I do have, you know, the red blocks in there to kind of give it that red look, like the Raider actually has. So anyway, it's coming along. It's gonna be a neat ship when it's all said and done. And I like the way the back end came together today, guys. We still have a little more work to do, you know, on the top of the wings above the thrusters, but the back end, particularly, you know, where the thrusters and all that looks really good. I like it quite a bit. Okay, so let's bring this in for a landing. Metapru, thank you, sir, for the follow. Really appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. Hope your day's going well. Do you play Empyrion, Metapru? All right. It's coming along. It's coming along. And I don't have, obviously I don't have enough fuel tanks on here too. So that's why I want to, you know, I need more room in the fuselage so I can add more of this. Because that little flight used a whole bunch of fuel. But I just haven't gotten that far yet. Everything that's on here component-wise is just for test flights. It's not the, you know, not going to be the final result. So anyway, hopefully, guys, hopefully, I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 more streams, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna have to think about this though. I do not like the way this looks, so we're gonna have to do something different there. But I am out of time for today on this stream. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna take about a 20-minute or so break, grab some lunch, go kiss my wife, pet my cat, and then when I come back, I will be joined by Seriously Stressed Gamer and Jay and Private Carl and Black Widow and hopefully Dan Big Show Hall, and if anybody else is in here, oh, and Just an Old Man Gaming. And we're gonna play some 7 Days to Die with the Starvation mod. We're gonna have a hell of a lot of fun. We're gonna get eaten by nasty critters and by zombies, and just have fun doing it. So if you guys are still hanging out and you want to join us on those streams, stick around, and in about 20 minutes I'll be back and we'll get started with 7 Days to Die. Otherwise, have a great rest of your Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me today. Very, very glad to have all of you here. And take a look at the schedule on my page, on my info page. It'll show up when I'm not streaming. I know I need to actually get that in the information section. And I'd be glad to have you come back and hang out with me for future streams. I do stream, in addition to Empyrion, I stream Subnautica and 7 Days to Die. and I'm planning on doing after I'm finished with Subnautica, my plan is to run the Tale of Two Wastelands mod and do a stream, a role-playing stream, with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. If you're not familiar with the Tale of Two Wastelands, basically what it does is it essentially combines Fallout 3 with New Vegas so that you can, on the same playthrough with the same character, play in both worlds. So I'm very excited for that. I'm still working on getting it set up. It's going to have, 100 plus mods, when it's all said and done. I'm following a step guide. If you guys are familiar with Bethesda games, Elder Scrolls, that sort of thing, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm following a step guide to get that all set up. And so that'll be the next big thing after Subnautica is finished on my channel. So hopefully you guys will hang out, come and continue watching me on stream. I'm very happy to have you. And I'm going to shut up now and quit the stream. I will be back in about 20 minutes or so, around 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for 7 Days to Die. All right, guys. So I will see you the next time around. Yep. I bet. Oh, yeah, that's how you pronounce your name, huh? I bet. Yeah, I definitely know I need more ICS, and I know that weapons are going to add more weight, so we're just, doing this one layer at a time and adjusting and making it work. Claude excellent idea. Thank you for reminding me to do that. So we're just going to save this as the Raider 5 again. We'll just overwrite that. Perfect. I usually forget that, and then I think about it after the fact, and then hop back on and save it. So you saved me some time. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I am actually ending for sure now. Siri, I'll see you here in about 15 minutes. Bye, guys.